In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at each individual silver round from my very first generic tube back in 2018. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about silver. More specifically, silver rounds. And even more specifically, my very first generic tube of silver rounds. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And make sure to go and get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull. The link will be in the description. If you refer 3 friends before the end of the month, they're going to give you a free share of Apple worth about 150 bucks. Webull link in the description. So today, as I'm posting the video, it should probably be Saturday, November 20th, but as I'm filming the video, it's, believe it or not, Wednesday the 17th. I'm filming this video in advance, but I wanted to talk about generic silver rounds today, and what actually inspired this video, or what really made me want to go through some of my silver rounds again, I haven't done this in a while, is because I posted a video a couple of days ago, and I briefly mentioned this particular silver round right here. And obviously that'll be the last one that we're getting to, but this one is actually pretty unique, and I'll explain exactly why that is. But what we're going to do in the video is start from the top. We're going to go left to right all the way down. So 1, 2, 3, 4 rows right there. And being that I'm filming this video multiple days ahead of time, I have no idea what the spot price is going to be by the time I post the video. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. So first things first. Let's talk about this silver round right here. And also, by the way, these are not my first silver rounds. This is my first generic tube of silver rounds. When I had first gotten started stacking, I didn't really know any better, so I was putting the generic tubes, or the generic rounds that I was stacking at the time, in airtight capsules and airtight tubes. I just didn't really know. This was back in 2017, going into 2018. Didn't know any better. I just kind of assumed that was what I was supposed to do, so that's what I was doing. Oh well, rookie mistake. Moving away from those silver rounds, which I don't have on hand, I wanted to talk about the second tube I was working on. It was a generic tube right here, which I'll explain about these later. But this silver round right here, the first one in this particular tube, just so happens to be potentially my favorite silver round, and I just love the way that it looks, and I like the other side of this round even more. We can look at honest value never fails, and this is, what does that say on there, 1985. So this round is from 1985, and as nice as this looks right here, if we were to flip it over, we can actually read something pretty important on it. It says, "No state shall make anything but gold and silver coins a tender in payment of debt. Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution." So that's the real reason I love this silver round right here. Moving on to the second one, and I'll run through these pretty quick. I don't want this to be a very long video. But this one has another interesting phrase over top of it. It says, "Money, the root of all good." I like that right there. And if we were to flip it over, check that out. Pretty interesting. All of these silver rounds I had picked up in early 2018, I would say. Early to mid 2018. Next one is this right here. Gotta be careful. This isn't something a lot of people on the internet want to see, which is why I'm showing it to you. Check that out right there. Beautiful piece of silver, and I just dropped it. Way to go. And on the other side, mass metal. Now what's funny about this is, or maybe you're supposed to hold it this way, but usually coins, if you flip them over, it's the same thing on the other side. Or not the same thing on the other side, but it goes like this. This side, like that. The obverse and the reverse. You could just spin it around like that. US coins, you gotta flip it upside down. And this one's strange. I mean, this is a round, so I guess it doesn't matter. You flip it over, and it's sideways. I don't know. I always thought that was kind of strange. Next one, we have a World Trade 1985 Eagle silver round. A beautiful, beautiful shot of the bird right there. On the other side, the scales of justice. One World Trade unit. This one's actually pretty nicely toned. Next up, we have, looks like a Liberty Bell, an A-Mark Liberty Bell on one side, and I'll run through the next couple of ones pretty quick just because we have many repeats, but it's a 1984 A-Mark Liberty Round. All of these right here, same thing, Liberty Bell A-Marks, except this one's an 83. This one doesn't even have a year on it. This one is an 84, and this one's an 84. Why does that one not have a year on it? It is an A-Mark. I'm not sure, but regardless, they're all the same. Next one, you might look at and say, hey, that's not a round, that's a silver eagle. Nope. It has the Walking Liberty design on it, but look at that right there at the bottom, SMI. This is a Sunshine round, which just so happens to be, or potentially happens to be, my favorite type of silver round, just because of that security feature right there in the dead center. If you didn't already know, you can go and get one of these decoder lenses, put it on top. I don't know if this is going to really work on camera. I always have trouble doing this. I can see it. Oh, there we go. It says valid right there. Proof of authenticity. So Sunshine has this security feature, and it just so happens to be my favorite security feature that any coin, round, or bar could have. Next one, pretty similar. It has the Walking Liberty design on this side. This is not a Sunshine round, though. We can flip it over, and check that out right there. The beautiful, beautiful eagle. This is actually probably one of my favorite eagle designs. But I will be honest, I think the Type 1 Silver Eagle reverse is probably my favorite. Either way, pretty nice. Next one, we have a prayer round. Check that out right there. Absolutely beautiful. We actually got two of these. This one right here. Same thing. We have another set of repeats right here. This is a Stand United Hurricane Irma Relief Fund round for Florida. Should be able to tell. And then on the reverse, it actually has the state of Florida. Florida strong. Beautiful pieces of silver. I also have some Hurricane Harvey Relief Fund rounds. Not on hand, but I definitely have them. This one I already went through. It's a repeat of that. Now here's where some of them start to get kind of interesting. I'm going to not pay all that much attention to these just because I will be making separate videos about these, but it's a Christmas silver round. Ho, 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 Santa Claus. Oh, and by the way, before I finish out these silver rounds, I keep them in this right here. This is a coin safe medallion tube. You can get a 10-pack of these for I think about $10. They're super cheap, super inexpensive, and usually when you say cheap, it means not very good because typically good ain't cheap and cheap ain't good. But in this case, even though they're cheap, even though they're really nothing special, and even though the top pops off unbelievably easy, they do exactly what they're supposed to do, which is just simply keep my generic rounds all together, 20 at a time. And the cap does pop off really easy, so you could only imagine if you were to pick it up by the cap when it had a whole bunch of silver in here, the whole thing goes spilling everywhere. I've done that before. So if you're someone like me and you're constantly opening it up, dumping them out, and checking out the silver rounds, then that's just what you got to deal with. But if you're someone who is not like me and you're just going to put them in the tubes and leave them in the tubes, I would suggest taping them shut just in case. And I will leave a link to these in the description, an Amazon affiliate link in case anybody wants to read a little bit more about these or maybe get a set for yourself. Again, I think it's a 10-pack for about $10 or something like that. So super cheap, good place to store your silver rounds. That's what I use, and that's what I've been using since 2018. On to the next silver round. We have another Christmas round, Season's Greetings, 1987. Again, I'm not going to deep dive into this one right here, because I will be making separate videos for the month of December. But look at that toning. I love the way that looks. A lot of people hate tarnished silver. I love it. Next up, the third and final Christmas round that I have. It's a 2009. Really cool looking image right there. Flip it over. Pretty dull, pretty boring. Not a whole lot going on. Next up, we have a wrestling round. And I'm going to be honest, I really don't know the story behind this right here. If you ask me, this is just a very strange silver round. I don't really know why this is even a silver round, but hey, it is what it is. I've gotten all of these silver rounds, by the way, by just picking up random designs from the local coin shop or ordering random designs online. That's how I got all of my silver rounds. I don't believe I've ever gone out of my way to order a specific design. I'm pretty sure every silver round that I've ever had, I've gotten just completely randomly. I had no idea what it was going to be. And yeah, this is obviously no different. Didn't expect to get a wrestling silver round. The King of Sports, it says. Pretty interesting. Pretty bland background, but it is 1 troy ounce, 3/9 fine silver, so can't really complain. And then finally, this right here is potentially the most interesting silver round that I have. Or at least the most interesting size. Because everything else you see on screen right here, they're exactly the same, or as close to being exactly the same as possible. Let me put all of these together. You can see. You can hold them all together just like that. They're all the same height, they're all the same width, they're all the same everything. But when it comes to this particular silver round, it's actually a little bit smaller. And you can see, just by me holding it like this. This is top to bottom, by the way. It's significantly smaller. Now, at the very beginning, I thought that I might have gotten gypped. There we go. You can really see the size difference right there. See the bottom? Same place. See the top? Look at the difference. But if you pay closer attention, let me zoom in, you can actually see the one that's shorter is significantly thicker. Look at that right there. Let me try to do one of these. Yeah, you can definitely tell. The one on the right is significantly thicker. It's shorter, but it's thicker. And it's a troy ounce of silver either way. But at the very beginning, back in 2018, when I really didn't know any better, I really didn't know exactly what I was doing, kind of threw me off. Didn't understand, but hey, everything's fine. 3/9 fine, 1 ounce. This is a, what does that say, 1982? 1982. Beautiful silver round. Again, if you need any storage tubes for your generic silver rounds, I will leave an Amazon affiliate link in the description. If you want to get some of these, I believe it's a 10-pack for $10. If you need any mint tubes for your silver eagles, that will also be linked in the description. And of course, if you need any airtight tubes for some collectible coins or something that has some numismatic value or even sentimental value, I will leave those linked in the description as well. But I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, what are your thoughts on generic silver rounds? Do you prefer them over coins? Do you prefer them over bars? I'm going to be honest with you, when it comes to coins, rounds, and bars, my first pick would have to be coins. Second, I'm going to have to go with bars, just because typically you can get them in larger denominations, and plus they store a little bit easier, locked up in the safe. And then I would go with generic silver rounds. But at the end of the day, I don't care all that much regardless, because they're all precious metals. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms. my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I'm posting exclusive VIP-only adventure vlogs. I also do giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Bunch of brand new videos over there. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel by getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise, I would really appreciate that. We got the Mama Didn't Raise No Karen design. We got the Kraken Stacking design. We got the Consistency is Key design. We got the Lone Wolf design and a bunch of other designs as well. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And don't forget to go and get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull. The link will be in the description. If you refer 3 friends before the end of the month, they're going to give you a free share of Apple worth about $150 right now. Webull link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on generic silver rounds? If you're interested in different designs, all different types of designs, rounds are probably the best way to go. They're probably the most interesting, the most unique, especially if you get them from like maybe a private mint or some secondary market. There's so many different designs that you can get. I mean, just look at these right here. These were the first 20 silver rounds that I did not capsulate. So I have a whole nother tube of capsulated silver rounds. This was my first tube of non-capsulated silver rounds. So between those over there and these that I keep in this tube right here, they're pretty much all different. I have very few repeats. Of course, these are an example of some doubles, triples, quadruples. I have a couple doubles or triples when it comes to Buffalo rounds or when it comes to Sunshine rounds. But for the most part, I would say of all of them, 85% of them are completely different. Just throwing that out there. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.